Well, it's Ann Reed live from somewhere in her house, and I happen to be Ann Reed. How about that? Welcome, everyone. Hope you're all well and healthy, and I know a lot of you were asking about Momo, and if he'd make an appearance. He's actually at the door as we speak, playing with the Ethernet cable. So there are a lot of reasons not to have him in here. One is just, having him walk across the keyboard and, possibly launch something. So anyway, welcome everyone. Hope you can hear me, and it's coming through loud and clear. And I'm going to start with a song that is more of a winter song, but we're not done with winter here in Minnesota, so I'm gonna play it. Floor is bare, cold on the toes and the west side. Time to prepare our tiny home, let's light the lights. Check the temp and squint to notice no degrees. Oh, south they went, why, I don't know, let's have some tea in the late December chill. When the dark is darker still, we're hoping for the best. When the light is slow to come, in the company of friends, we're waiting for the sun. Before too long, friends at the door, they all arrive and bring their songs and stories, brighten up the night in the late December chill. When the dark is darker still, we're hoping for the best. When the light is slow to come, in the company of friends, we're waiting for the sun. While the gardens all slumber, dreaming warm, soaking rain, somewhere there's summer rolling our way. We're hoping for the best, but when the light is slow to come, in the company of friends, we're waiting for the sun. We don't know what lies ahead, but we'll face whatever comes in the company of friends. We're waiting for the sun. There it is, waiting for the sun. We're waiting for the sun. We're waiting for the sun here in Minnesota. It's just been a colder than normal winter, if you can believe that. And so we're all a little impatient for it. Yesterday when it just started, it just sort of was mush. It was this slushy, icy, ugh. So anyway, but it's the end of March, the last day of March. We're heading into April, and April is International Guitar Month, by the way. It's one of the many things that April we celebrate in April, and also National Soft Pretzel Month. Yeah. So I had a request from Denise, who is a social worker. So we give a big applause for Denise and all social workers who do the work. And so she's wanting to dedicate this to her very supportive partner, whose name is also Denise. There we go. So convenient when it works out that way. How and when, who knows why, folks go searching for a long, long time. someone to treasure, hold, and miss. Oh, what they'd give for a love like this. No announcement, 'cause you never know. Hearts are open just enough, and so here is my most cherished gift, you and I, and a love like this. Oh, now it takes its time, I'm telling you. You don't choose love, love chooses you. If you only knew when to look, or how you try. If a word applies, it's gotta be inconvenient. That's the truth. Love won't come when you ask it to. It makes you crazy, it makes you risk everything for a love like this. Oh, now it takes its time, I'm telling you. You don't choose love, love chooses you. Maybe you look too hard, you're way too planned. From where I stand, you never know how and when. Who knows why? I know you've searched for a long, long time. If I could grant you one small wish, that you may find a love like this. It makes you crazy, it makes you risk everything for a love like this. Love like this for Denise. From Denise to Denise. It's all Denise. How about that? Yeah. So we've got quite a few requests, and this is one, and it's actually one of my more, I don't know, I like this song. I admit it. Well, I kind of like all my songs, otherwise I wouldn't play them for you. Doesn't that make sense to you? Makes sense to me. Hang on a minute. Oh, thank you. I cannot hear the news. It only stains my heart. Heavy fear comes through and weighs me down. Smallest ray of hope I take into my soul, a friend I've found. Perhaps the world is flat. I've walked out to the edge with torn, outdated maps and wondering when some blessed clarity might find its way to me. But till then, I'm gonna take one step, one breath, then to take one step, one breath. These things that are not mine, I've carried way too long. Neither the will nor time to sort it My weary arms, they shake. What difference would it make to let it fall so I can take one step, one breath, and take one step, one breath. I hold tight to a scrap of faith, but there lives light in the darkest place. Too much for me. I'll cling to what I know. Rivers of love don't freeze, they're deep and wide. Oh, kindness, come, I beg. Forgiveness, move my legs and help me rise so I can take one step, one breath, and it take one step, one breath, oh, one step, one breath, and I'm gonna take one step, one breath. One breath, and thanks for that request. I'm always happy to sing that song. So I'm gonna do a couple songs now. They're a little more lighthearted here, and I wrote this song when I was up on the Apostle Islands. Some of you have heard this story before, but I was on the Apostle Islands. I was the artist in residence up there many years ago, and I just met really some wonderful people, and the majority of them were rangers, park rangers, and so I wanted to write them a song. So this is my song for them. Some are tall, some are short, in their green uniforms. They go rolling and strolling on the lake and the land, whatever the weather they go. There ain't no danger, the U.S. Rangers on patrol. And the people they see, some who desperately need training and behaving like a real human being, they are met with a ranger glance. Start explaining, the ranger's waiting, here's your chance. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger with a radio and a wide-brimmed hat. Are the answers they'll know to any inquiry posed. The flora and the fauna and the rules and the regs, whatever the questions they'll go. Even if it's stupid, the Rangers used to lots of those. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger with a radio and a wide-brimmed hat. I'd be the strong, dark sun type with a knowing gleam in my eye. There is no fear when you look that fine. Oh, you know that big old hat, I'm certain that'll sit on top just right. At the end of their day, after everyone's safe, they go a-rolling and a-strolling to the ranger abode and have a cup of ranger tea. Oh, the work they're doing, lucky you and lucky me. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger with a radio and a wide-brimmed hat. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. Look for me in my wide-brimmed hat. There it is. U.S. Ranger. Wrote that for all the Rangers out there, especially Ranger Bob and Ranger Sue up near the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. So I had mentioned in the mailing, and by the way, if some of you have wandered in here and you think you are on my mailing list, but you haven't received the mailings that I do, because I do them like every week or every other week, and if you haven't received it and you think you're on my mailing list, check your spam, because we've been having a little thing with Yahoo and AOL and their super duper spam filters. So anyway. This is a song that was asked for the last time we got together, and so it's a song that I wrote in 1980, and so you have to forgive me for anything in here that just is not, I don't know, not working. Okay. Where the hell is Boston? And who says I should care? 'Cause I am from Los Angeles and I'm never going there. They say it is historic. All I can say is big deal. 'Cause history is in the past. It's not like it is real. Where the hell is Oakland? And who should care at all? 'Cause I'm from New York City, around which the universe revolves. Ooh, wait a minute. I remember. Didn't they have a quake? Well, nothing ever happens in those 49 other states. I'm a proud American, I know just where I'm at. But if you ask me where, I can't find it on a map. What the hey, Tampa Bay, I'm supposed to know where that is. I know they've got a football team, I just don't know what state it's in. Here, give me a map, I'll show you, I know where my country lays. What? I'm pointing at Russia? Well, look, anybody could make that mistake. The great state of Chicago, that's where I want to go. Its capital is Illinois, and that's more than most folks know. Hawaii and Alaska thought you'd get me with this batch. There's no way they're the USA, they're not even attached. I'm a proud American, I know all I need to know. Wisconsin's cheese, Iowa's corn, and Minnesota's snow. Central America's important, it's right at our back door. But why should I care about Canada? We're not talking America anymore. Georgia and Virginia, aren't they somewhere in the east? Germany and Vietnam, they're somewhere overseas. I'm a proud American, I know just where I'm at. But if you ask me where, I can't find it on a map. I'm a proud American, I know all I need to know. And if I don't know where it is, then I don't suppose I'll go. All right. Where the hell is Boston? Yes. Actually, my wife and I just had a trip to Boston this past weekend. It was the first time I've been on a plane or in an airport since December of 2019. And I have to tell you, as an introvert, it was frightening. It was very scary to be in an airport. And it didn't help that, Jane and I are just quietly being in line. And it's this big, long line in security. And this guy in front of us has his phone playing some sports talk station thing, and it's really loud. And so, not only are we standing back because we'd like to be 6 feet away from him, we're standing back. We just don't want to listen to his sports show. So anyway, he turns to us, and he's got his mask, on his chin, the way they do. And and he says, yeah, that 6 foot thing, it's really, it's ridiculous. And I kind of went, okay, fine. We're just nodding at him. And he said, and you know what? I'm immune. I'm AB negative. I got green eyes. I'm Irish, and I'm immune. And I kind of went, I wanted to say to him, oh, well, I'm Irish. I have brown eyes, and I'm a universal donor. So what? Anyway, so anyway, he finally left us alone. I really did want to just say to him, I just don't want to listen to your stupid sports show. Okay? I'm sorry. But so I guess if you're looking for somebody who's AB negative and Irish and green-eyed, that's the guy for you. I don't know. I don't know if he was looking for a date. We're obviously together. So, oh my. So this is another little request for tonight. Stars come out at night, even when the clouds come hide them, faithful shining bright, even when street lights disguise them. 100 billion stars in the Milky Way I'm under. I open up my arms, small but here in wonder. Oh, the deepest blue. I'm alone, but I see you. In winter's sky they float, wishes and confessions. Each breath then finds a home, a star for every question. Oh, the deepest blue. I'm alone, but I see you. And when a star is tired, it sets itself in motion, a final trip on fire, a fall into the ocean. Oh, across the deepest blue. All alone, I feel it too. Stars come out at night, and indeed they do. So I'm going to just switch guitars here for a second. I have a request, so just looks like I reached over to nothing and grabbed it on the screen. It's very funny. So one of the great gifts of doing this show, just one of them, there are many, but one of them is that the requests that I get every once in a while are requests for songs that I just haven't played in such a long time. You know, when you're a songwriter for 40 plus years, I mean, it's a lot of songs, and some of them you just forget because they're forgettable, but some of them you just forget to do. You know, you do shows and people ask for certain things. So I was really happy to get this this request tonight, and I'm happy to play it. It's a song that I wrote a number of years ago. I'm not sure which album this is on, or CD rather. But I wrote this for a friend of mine who lost her husband suddenly. It was one of those very sad stories where they were both set to retire, and they were going to have this lovely retirement, and he died, and it was just heart-wrenching. So I wrote this song for her, and tonight I'm singing it for Bev, who has lost someone, and so she has asked for this song, and I'm just so happy to play it for you. Time, you've got to give it time. It's what they say, not knowing it's a lie. I smile, tell them I'm alright, but I will not say goodbye. There are days when I think that I may drown, as this constant sea of sorrow reaches high tide. There are places I feel you all around, and listen for you as the night rolls in. Time, that's all I have is time, and I will not say goodbye. Try, promise you will try, they say as they're returning to their lives. I find I have but half of mine, and I will not say goodbye. There are days when all I want to do is be with you wherever souls are carried. I hear you say this world can be so cruel, and all the same too beautiful to leave. My light, you are my last light, and I will not say goodbye. My light, you are my last light, and I will not say goodbye. So our hearts are with you, Bev. Sorry, it just that song is called "Say Goodbye." It's oh man, okay. Well, the month of April also has in it Earth Day, which is coming up, and there's no reason we can't start right now. Let's. Of course, we have to have the lyrics up first because I can't remember anything. There we go. I pledge allegiance to the earth, to water, sky, and trees, and to the life that it sustains above, below the seas. Any harm that's done to her is done to every being. I pledge allegiance to the earth, above, below the sea. I dedicate my actions to the healing and repair of damage done by rampant greed, to gifts left in my care. Half asleep too many years, and now awake aware. I dedicate my actions to the gifts left in my care. The sacredness of all the earth, her air so sweet the scent, her waters clean and freely flow, I promise to defend. I am only one, but hand in hand with others, friends, the sacredness of all the earth we promise to defend. I pledge allegiance to the earth, to water, sky, and trees, and to the life that it sustains above, below the seas. Any harm that's done to her is done to every being. I pledge allegiance to the earth, above, below the seas, above, below the seas. To the earth, thank you for that request. And so the other thing that let me just make sure I've got this right here. So April is National Poetry Month, and it's time for you to get a little jump on that. it's National Poetry Month, and we have a little book. I have a book here that's I wrote with my friends Gail Hartman and Kate Tucker. It's called The Less Said, a collection of short form poetry, and it's just that. It's a lot of different forms of short forms, nonettes and cinquains and all sorts of things, and it's a fun thing to read. And if for those of you who are kind of afraid of poems because you were made to memorize poems when you were younger, and they were always these intensely long things. You don't have to worry, because these will be over very quickly. You just read one, put it down. It's great. Haiku is something that I've written quite a few times. One of my favorite haiku that I did not write is a haiku that has to do with that you could use at Passover time. It's one of my favorite Passover haiku. And it goes like this. Opening the door for the prophet Elijah. Now our cat is gone. Okay. So here's my haiku, probably my most famous haiku that I've ever written. And it just occurred to me when I was, I wrote this because I thought we just don't have enough poetry about mammograms. So I thought, yeah. So here's mine. Lunchtime mammogram, metal plates on soft tissue. This is some sandwich. Yeah, okay. So one of the poems that's in here that I wrote is done in the, we made up our own form of short form poetry. We made it up, and we called it COVID-19. There are a total of, let me see if I can get this right, because I have to do this. There are 5 lines. There are 19 syllables. So its first line is 5, second line is 5, then 4, 3, and 2. And the lines are double-spaced in honor of social distancing. So here is my poem that I wrote for my COVID-19 poem. Now I realize what I should have learned. A life lesson, how to cut my hair. Okay, so that's my poem. There it is. So National Poetry Month, yes. Now, National Poetry Month, we must not leave National Poetry Month without a nod to great poets whose songs ended up, what should I say? I think some of you have heard about the fact that you can sing Amazing Grace to the tune of Gilligan's Island. Yes? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. Yeah. And so this happens with Emily Dickinson and the Yellow Rose of Texas. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches on the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. The sweetest in the gale is heard, the sore must be the storm that could have bashed the little bird that kept so many warm. I don't know. So there it is. That's not the only one. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Here's one that you can sing to the Yellow Rose of Texas too. I think all these laughing emojis are coming from English majors. I'm not sure. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves in immortality. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too for his civility. There you go. There we go. And, Emily Dickinson isn't the only one. We have Robert Frost. Some of you will recognize this tune, and please sing along with me if you know this poem. Whose woods are these? I think I know. His house is in the village, though he will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. Okay, see, just something for you to share with people. And I know you will. So I wrote a parody of a of a song. I was playing for an education conference, and I did this song, and I don't know if they appreciated it or not. I have a feeling they didn't, but I thought I would share it with you. I don't know much about history. I don't know much biology. I don't know much about science books. I don't know much about the French I took. So if you could disregard my SATs and give me one big honkin' salary, what a wonderful world this would be. I don't know much about algebra. I don't know what a slide rule is for. I don't know why I should know anyway. The thing's extinct, it's gone, it's way passé. Just give me something then with all the perks, and making certain I won't have to work. What a wonderful world this would be. Now I don't claim to be an A student. Why should I try to be? I know if I'm playing the right numbers, baby, I'll be the one to win the lottery. I don't know much about math or art, and physics only pulls my brain apart. And when I think about geometry, it's one more thing that makes no sense to me. Not knowing much, I guess I'll hope and pray someone will pay me just to post and play, and what a wonderful world this would be. There it is, my version of Wonderful World. I don't know why they didn't like that. I'm not sure, you know. Oh my. Well, we're coming close to the end here. We have a couple more songs for you. And this one I wanted to do, you know, I'm finding, I'm clinging to songs of peace and songs of hope these days. And this is a song that I know of Pete Seeger's. Pete was a great one. Oh, had I a golden thread and a needle so fine, I'd weave a magic strand of a rainbow design, of rainbow design. Far over the water I'd reach my magic strand, through foreign cities, through every single land, through every land. In it I'd weave the bravery of women giving birth, and in it I'd weave the innocence of children over all the earth, children of the earth. Show my brothers and sisters my rainbow design, bind up this sorry world with hand, heart, and mind, hand, heart, and mind. magic strand to every human being, so they would understand. They would understand. Oh, had I a golden thread and a needle so fine, I'd weave a magic strand of a rainbow design. A rainbow design. Oh, had I a golden thread, a song that Pete Seeger used to sing. And we miss Pete. We need him, but we miss him. So thank you all for being here tonight. I've got one more song I want to do for you. I'm going to also let you know that Dan Chenard and I will be doing the sing-along. Will be the second Monday of April, the 11th, and we will be here to celebrate whatever happens in April. And included in that is International Guitar Month and National Poetry Month, of course, Canine Fitness Month, let's not forget that, and it's National Volunteer Month as well. So, and of course, National Soft Pretzel Month, as I've mentioned. Anyway, so that's on the 11th. The next time we gather here for Ann Reed Live from Somewhere in Her House will be April the 14th, that same week. We have that, and so I'll do that. So I'm going to just have a little drink of water because this is going to be an a cappella. So there we go. Okay. But thank you all. I as always, I appreciate you so much being here every other week, gathering together, and being able to sing for you. It's a great gift to me. And so I hope you stay well and stay healthy and stay safe. So up and away like the dew of the morning, soaring from earth to its home near the sun, thus shall I pass from this world and its toiling, only remembered for what I have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what I have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what I have done. Will we be missed when others succeed us, reaping the fields we in springtime have sown? Nay, for the sowers shall pass from their labors, only remembered for what they have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what they have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what they have done. Only the truth that in life we have spoken, only the seeds that on earth we have sown, these shall pass onward while we are forgotten, only remembered for what we have done. only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. Only remembered, only remembered, only remembered for what we have done. Good night, everybody. Stay well, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.